Good afternoon. Let me get all the correct mics up here.
Good afternoon.
Good to see you both. Good to talk. You're on a short Irish tour. Where have you come from? Leitrim, is it?
We come from Carrigallen.
Okay.
We were in Carrigallen last night. It's one of those places where you just don't expect it, and you think it's just the village hall there. But in it is the most beautiful little theatre. 150-seater, plush seats, great sound, great light. I mean, full professional theatre.
Okay.
And I love that about Ireland, is that, in the middle of nowhere, you get something great.
Yeah, absolutely. And whatever about the venue, if the venue isn't great, then you just create something great there.
Oh, sure.
Is it?
Yeah, we're used to that.
Right. Tell me a little bit about yourself, Hank. Described as the godfather of alternative country music in the UK, and it's sort of picking at the troubled soul of country music for years. There's rich pickings there.
There sure are, yeah. Anybody who knows country music knows that, Harlan Howard, one of the great country songwriters, said that it's three chords and the truth. But the truth is the important bit about country music, is it tells the truth. And if you think of any activity in human life, there's a country song about it. It doesn't matter what. It absolutely doesn't matter what. There'll always be a song, and I love that about country. And the dark side, yes, country music is a lot darker than people give it credit for. They think rock and roll is the big rebel music, or it was. But country sticks the knife in deeper,
True country rather than sort of some of the stuff that we get, the homogenized.
Absolutely, John. True country, real country. I'm afraid I'm a bit of a when I say traditional, I was brought up on George Jones. I mean, I was brought into country by a man called Graham Parsons, and he loved George. And it took me 10 years to get past George Jones. Nobody, I never got to Ernest Tubb, never got to Willie Nelson, never got to all the great singers, because George
ruled.
He's the absolute king.
Yeah. Oh, okay, just to break off a little bit and chat to Noel. Noel, how did you get in touch with Hank, or where did your musical association first begin?
Well, it was very organic. I was playing a show in Norwich in East Anglia, where Hank can be found now and again. And he was invited down to play a couple of songs, and he spotted I had a dobro and invited me up to play, and here we are.
Yeah.
Very organic.
Well, that's didn't get much more organic than that. I'm sorry, I'm just being distracted there. Anyhow, tell me, Hank, about the messages, because there's a Donegal. There's a
big Donegal connection, yes. And that's one of the reasons we're playing in Glenties tomorrow night, is because Senan Brennan, who's a great guitar player and bouzouki player, plays with Keela. He's from further south. He's from Bundoran. And then the great Denise Boyle, who's a wonderful fiddle player, and who, again, I'm lucky enough wants to play with me.
You gather up the finest.
I do, man. I don't know how. It's a mystery to me.
And no more than Noel here. The finest seem to be attracted to you, Hank.
Yeah. Well, Denise, when I first heard her, not only can she play traditional, but she can play country too. She can do those lovely double stop things, and I immediately warmed to her, and luckily she warmed to me too. So we did a wee tour last year, and then this year, because of this new album that Noel and I have done, because it is only a duo album, it's just the two of us, and there's loads of blandishments of people saying, "Oh, I'll come and play a bit of drums for you." No, it's a duo. "Oh, we'll put some bass on for you." No, Noel plays bass. It's a duo. So this time we're doing the tour just to introduce it. It's not yet released, but we want to start the process, because it's been a long time since I really played Ireland seriously. So I'm definitely yesterday's news. So how do I stir them up and get these records in the shops?
Live dates, no better.
Live dates.
That's just, I mean, that hasn't changed. A lot of things have changed, but you just cannot beat connecting and playing live.
No, that's how you shift CDs and
Yeah. Well, that too.
That's the bread and butter.
CDs, anyhow, that's for sure.
And we have to say too that this is Noel Dashwood's first time in Ireland ever.
Oh,
What a place.
How did you
It's
miss-
always this sunny, is it?
how? Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, every day, yeah.
How did you miss out until now?
Not a clue. I don't know.
But you-
I'm very glad. I'm very grateful. I can't believe I've never been here, especially as a musician. It feels different. I don't know what it is, but something feels different. I
You're not
feel
the
like
first-
I fit in.
you're not the first to
and
say
also
that.
having red hair and being called Noel, I feel like I fit in way more here.
Absolutely do. Yeah. But you'll be back.
I think so. If anyone's listening, you need a dobro player, I'm available.
Good, good. You're well through the tour. Is the Highlands date the last in the tour?
It's the last date in that tour. And listen, I must say also, as well, we mentioned Denise and we mentioned Senan, but we didn't mention Fiona Maria Fitzpatrick,
Okay.
who's a lovely singer, and she's from Cavan, and she's organised the tour largely. And so we need the folks out there in Highland Radio Land to know about Fiona Maria,
Okay.
as they know about Senan and they know about Denise, because the Messages are a really good band.
Well, yeah. I mean, the album's the two of you, but this is a full band experience.
Yeah, and Noel was saying last night, some of these things now where we're getting little vocals coming in from the Messages. Oh, we're getting some lovely arrangements that are just beginning to grow organically.
It's transatlantic, isn't it? Because they open the show with 3 numbers and do a couple of nice fiddle tunes, and Fiona plays a great baron. And
Doesn't she? Yeah.
I think it's a good show. I kind of want to be at the show just as much as playing it.
Yeah.
So now, when you've reached the peak now and it's really coming together, the tour is over. But there's one more date. And that is tomorrow night in Glenties in the Highlands Hotel. And then there's the album. You're going to be promoting the album after that, I presume. The album's coming out when?
It's coming out 1st of December, so we're planning, we would love to come back in the early spring and do another promotional date and maybe take in, as well as the places we played already.
Yes.
Because this time we started in Clifton in the Arts Festival.
Yes.
We played in Galway.
Monrose.
We played in Portlaoise, in Stradbally, and then last night in Carrigallen.
In Leitrim,
Yeah, in Leitrim. But we'd like to play Belfast. I played the Black Box there before, and that was a lovely venue.
Yes, it is.
And we'd like to play Dublin and Cork and do those other bits.
Well, you've kind of ticked the 2 boxes here. You're playing live in Donegal in the Highlands. You've been on Highland Radio. You mentioned the album. So really, you can you use your time then in other parts of the territory next time round.
Yeah.
And Noel will be leading the way because
He will. Actually, I'd love to take Noel to McGrory's in Kildaff.
another great venue.
A great venue.
Maybe when you're back in the spring.
Yes.
I look forward to coming back.
there.
Up on in the showing.
Okay, well, so you're obviously well familiar with Ireland and Donegal.
I'm half Scottish, John.
Oh, wow.
So I'm halfway there.
There you go. Tell us about the track that we're about to play, "Way of the World."
Way of the World is just a cynical little song about how, watch out, you think it's okay and it's nice and sunny, but it's just about to rain on you.
Wow, well, very apt, very apt. Listen, for those who want to go along, there's still, you can pay it. I presume you can pay at the door. There's still some places.
I would think so.
Okay, yeah. Tomorrow night down in Glenties at the Highlands Hotel, and thank you both very much for taking a wee bit of time out because I appreciate it. Played last night and playing again tomorrow night. So Hank Wangford and Noel Dashwood, thank you very much. So this is taken from the album, which isn't released.
It isn't released yet, but it will be.
Okay.
And it'll be on vinyl too for you folks out there.
Wow, yeah, this time, that's brilliant. But it'll also be eventually on Spotify.
Yeah.
It'll be on Spotify.
Of course.
Like all my other stuff is already on Spotify.
Yeah. Oh, okay. As we played earlier, but this is actually from CD, and I cannot remember the last time that I played something off CD. But this is Way of the World. Thank you both very much.
Thank you, mate.
Thank you, John.